Hey guys, Billie Jenkins here with Silver Creek Doodles. So this video today is Millie and Pickles litter. They are 2.5 weeks old and we're finally going to show them off in front of the camera. So Millie and Pickles litter is 2.5 weeks old. I'm so excited. So I've kind of tried to wait until, well, we've been so busy. I mean, we have been so busy coming up on Christmas time. You know, I got a lot of personal stuff going on. Not that I'm here to share it, but I do kind of want to talk with you guys about something and ask y'all to do something for me. But we'll get to that because if I talk about it right now, I might start crying. I'm not a very emotional person. It's funny because when I get on here and start talking about something, it really just, I'm not a talker. So when it comes, when I'm trying to talk about something, it makes me emotional. Anyways, so I do want to go ahead and get the puppies out. So our chocolate one has not really opened his eyes as much as the others. So I was trying to wait to get those eyes open so we could see. Obviously they're not going to be blue, but just to see the full effect of eyes open. But let's go ahead and start with the first one, get them out and show them off and tell me who is your favorite. And before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe link so you can see more videos like this. All right, so in this video, I'm actually gonna go smallest to largest in weight size. So usually I go by birthing order, but of course Miss Millie already had 3 puppies by the time that we got to her. But now we're gonna go from smallest to largest with weight. So this is Miss Orange. She is curly. Look at those ripples in her hair. Gorgeous, gorgeous abstract girl, white. I think she has had the most white out of any of the puppies that Millie has ever had. But she is gorgeous. So I've tried to look at her eyes and I cannot tell yet. They've just opened, so we've got to kind of wait. But she's gonna have dark pigment because of the dark nose. So if she's gonna have any blue in her eyes, as soon as she can open her eyes fully, we're gonna be able to see it. If there's a chance of blue, that's for sure. It's easier to see. Now on our chocolate-based puppies, remember their eyes are already gonna look blue. Oh my goodness gracious. I know everybody is kind of hating that I haven't shown the scent stuff and doing all the early neurological stimulation. So maybe I'll do some hands-on with that today. Probably not the scent. Getting it out because I'm on a timeline. We'll do that later today. We're almost done though. We only have a few days left of that. All right, but let's do this. Just showing you kind of hands-on with them. See how when their head falls back, relax. That's what we like for sure. Touching the feet, wiping the head, wiping everything down. But everybody's done so good. So I'm excited to kind of just show you a little bit of it just because we're so handsy with them. But this is Miss Orange. She's a curly girl and she's the smallest. So let's go get the next puppy. All right, so here's Miss Pink. She is our second smallest. So she is a black phantom. So I don't know if you can see her eyebrows. You can start seeing them now. Got our red spots here, some under the chin, some on the legs, not super dark yet. Look at these markings on the legs. So she has a wavy coat, so she is not a curly, and she's gonna have dark eyes because she has black pigment. So there's no chance of her having blue eyes since she doesn't carry the Merle gene. She's cute. So again, if you've not seen it before and us doing this, this is called just the early neurological stimulation. It's helping strengthen the immune system, work their brain, get used to being handled in all different directions. touching everything. This is gonna make it easier to do nails as they get older. Just be in touch, just being kind of, you know, they don't get scared. Like when you do something, if they ever go home to, you know, a family that has kids and stuff, I don't want them to be scared if they get grabbed a certain way or something like that, so they have to react. So my puppies actually go home with a very strong, not really strong personality in a bad way, but very sturdy, which is nice. But this is Miss Pink. Third smallest is Miss Purple. So Miss Purple is a chocolate merle. She's gonna look like her eyes are blue. I don't know if they are. There's a chance they can be, but merles, well, chocolates, I'm sorry, not just merles. The merles have a chance of having blue eyes because mom, but the chocolates, they already have light pigment. When they've got this light nose, they already have lighter colored eyes, so they kind of look blue in the beginning. So we can't tell yet, and of course I don't want to blind her with this light in front of us. Not actually blind her, but I don't want to hurt her eyes. It's like when you first wake up, you know, you don't want to look straight into the light. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to have to watch her grow and see. But she's a merle. She has phantom points. You can see the colors coming in. It's not super strong though. But she is a gorgeous girl. I do think that she has a curly coat. She's got this wavy, like super wavy looking thing. It's not as rippled as some of our other curlies. So, you know, like you see her back, it looks pretty good. So maybe it's just a really thick wave, and I don't know yet. We're just gonna have to see if she gets bigger. But these puppies have done so good. Millie is a fabulous mother. Okay. I wouldn't like being turned up down either, especially we're almost on the last days of doing all this. So as they get older, obviously it's not fun to be turned upside down. Sweet girl. But this is Miss Purple, and she is gorgeous. Our third to last largest, which is our fourth smallest, is Mr. Blue. So he is another chocolate merle. He also has phantom points. His phantom points are a little bit darker as of now. Just gorgeous. So he has not quite opened his eyes as much. He is starting to actually get them open. He was just eating with mama, so he's probably mad I took him off. But he looks, oh my goodness gracious, you must be tired. He's definitely got more of that rippled look. Definitely ripple, so he's curly. A little bit more body on the back than we just had with our other merle. So like I said, a lot of time has to tell as we get a little bit bigger too. He's grumbling. Sweet boy. He's like, oh, I just ate. I just got a full tummy. Oh my goodness, I love when puppies are this small. And y'all always hear me say, I just love these puppies, I love them, but how could you not, you know? How could you not? All right, well this is Mr. Blue, the only boy in the litter. All right, y'all are gonna kill me since I already videoed it. Actually, this puppy is like 0.6 ounces, so not even an ounce less than the one I just had. So these last three puppies, so this one, Mr. Blue, and then we've got the next puppy, they actually are all right about the same size, but this one is a little bit smaller than the one I just had. So that did scratch that, you know, this whole thing didn't work, but just trying to show you the weight. And what I'll do is I'll put the weights in the description so you can kind of see them written down too. And we'll go in the real order of what these puppies were supposed to be. I'm sorry. See, we looked at the paper wrong. All right, so this is Miss Red. She is gorgeous. She is dark red, black nose. So again, her eyes, I've not really been able to look at them much. I don't think there's any blue. You got your tongue sticking out. Any blue in them. As our eyes open more, we'll be able to see, but we just don't want to be shining lights all in their eyes when they're just opening. Sweet, sweet baby. So pretty much just a solid though. Solid dark red. Oh, you hear the squeaky toy in there. Some puppies are playing. All right, so up. Down. I know 3 to 5 seconds is so long. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. Heart's beating 100 miles an hour, ain't it? But like I said, this pretty girl here is a little bit less than Mr. Blue, so she is 4th smallest, 3rd from last. So we should have Blue next, but we already showed him, so let's go ahead and get the last puppy. All right, so green female, she is our largest, but just by like 0.2 ounces, so not very much. But she's bulky. She's got a big head, which is nice. She's not gonna be huge because neither mom and dad are huge, but she's definitely gonna be bigger in the litter than some of our other petites. Still under 20 pounds, but definitely more of a bulky body instead of like that really thinness. So, Miss Green, she is curly. Look at them waves on her head. Curly girl. She does not have a chance of having blue eyes, but her eyes are going to be lighter. They're going to be kind of that lighter amber or, you know, light golden color depending on her. We won't know. It's actually her adult eyes will turn that way and we don't know which way they're going to be. If they're going to be more green or more gold, but definitely lighter. She's gorgeous though. She's sleeping. Got a little bit of white in there, but it doesn't really count because it'll disappear. When it's that small, as their body grows, it just kind of goes away. I know, baby girl. I love it when they just relax, but it's like, oh no, they're very trustworthy. Put your paw like, stop. All right, this is Miss Green. She is our last puppy in the litter. So we're gonna come back and talk about a little something and then finish out this video. Okay, so the thing that I wanted to talk about. So I know I've not posted a lot of videos of me in front of the camera, you know, getting everything set up and ready. I will say that we've got a lot of stuff going on in our family life, you know, in our private life, and I'm not one to come on here and share it, but I will say when my pop was in the hospital and I come on here and told you guys that he was sick and we needed prayers and, you know, to help with that, it is tremendously a miracle that my pop had recovered like he did. And I know it was the power of prayer, and I know how good the power of prayer is. So what I am here today, it's not to share, you know, like sad what's going on in my life or, you know, what's going on. My dad, so my stepdad, Jerry Nealon, the one that I've done, like I did his birthday party, and I'm going to put that, I don't know which side it'll be, but I'll put the little info up there for that video. Don't forget to click on it. Video too, and it was for his birthday, kind of explaining him going through his liver transplant, you know, from being in Vietnam, and all of that stuff. And you know, he's had a pretty rough time this last couple years. Well, the last 5 or 6 years of being sick. But he got the liver transplant. And if you know anybody who's had any type of organ transplant, it is a daily battle of staying healthy, keeping up with your meds, you know, doing different stuff like that. And he's had multiple surgeries. He's had stents put in that have traveled places. They're not where they were. So to try to go in and get it, you know, they put him under, go in. They couldn't get it, so they have to wake him back up and schedule it for later, and then try again and couldn't get it, so they put in another stent. And then there's just been a lot of stuff that's going on. So they actually go in, unclog some of his ducts, so he had stuff, you know, processing and passing through correctly because the stents had moved out of place again, and because he was really sick, you know, getting pancreatitis and different stuff like that. Well, they did a surgery, went in, you know, and scheduled surgery again, had to do these multiple surgeries kind of back to back. So they sent him home for a few days and to recover, and he has sepsis. So he's really, really sick. He's rushed back to Charlotte, which is where the specialist is for like organ transplant, the transplant doctors and stuff like that. And they told him that if my mom wouldn't have brought him in because he was so sick, he had fever, vomiting, passing out, super weak, had lost 10 pounds within like 2 or 3 days, he would have died. So he's really, really sick right now, and he's gonna be there. I don't think he'll be home I don't know if he'll be home for Christmas. I doubt it. And that's just really hard in the holidays. And please just add him into your prayers, because I know how powerful prayer is. But please pray for my dad. And my mom too, you know, that's a thing too. She is actually away from home, and she was in Charlotte at a hospital. I know she was almost like two full days almost not even having a bed. She was sitting in a chair. So I know that's really hard too. She's always right there by his side taking care of him. So pray for my family. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I didn't make anybody cry at the end of this video. I know I probably did, but hope you guys have a good holiday. I'll see you again before Christmas on here. But yeah, so let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, to see more videos, not exactly like this, but just of the puppies, and we'll see you next time.